know so many people that do low carb with WW, including a couple of channels that you probably know. Had some really interesting questions come about since I've started WW. One of those questions is low carb possible on WW? Also, how did I come to this decision about starting WW or going back to WW? Also in this video, we're going to reveal my scale results for the week. Now this video is coming out a little bit later. I was supposed to be coming out on Sunday, but here it is, Tuesday. Also, I'm going to show you, and hopefully these little tips that I'm going to give you are going to show you and open doors to your weight loss journey. Things that you probably weren't even thinking about starting WW or on WW for a while. Low carb and WW are kind of like this that I've come across. Certain comments. It's like you can't do low carb on WW. But then I came across some comments that really actually surprised me. It was very interesting for me because they were basically telling the post people that they have been doing low carb with WW for some time. I was like, you know, when you're in the, I guess on YouTube, you really get a feeling of what people are thinking about certain things. And the certain thing was they absolutely did not think that you could do low carb on WW until WW, the new program for 2022, came along. And the whole ball game changed. Absolutely changed for everyone involved. If you're the type of person that likes structure in their life and not restriction, structure, not restriction, then this video is for you. Now, I've done WW in the past, as you know from people watching my video before, if you've been here for a little while. I've been on YouTube for about 4 years now, and I've done many different variety, trying to find the way of what works for me. You know, I've been up, I've been down, I've been round and round. So those of you that know me, know my videos, know that I have tried keto, WW, I've tried Atkins, and gosh, well, I'm on low carb now. So basically, in the beginning, WW, when I first tried it a couple of years ago, it did help me with structure. It helped me meal plan. It helped me with nutrition, to keep track of everything I needed to on the daily basis. With the app, it was great. I lost 25 pounds back then when I was doing purple, green, WW freestyle. And truthfully, back then, it didn't work for me. I felt like I had too much freedom. Even though I had the app to keep track of the points, I failed miserably. Then I found the world of low carb. And what low carb actually taught me, and it's teaching me every single day, is that I need to heal within my body. So we're talking about insulin resistance. Low carb helps with that. Intermittent fasting. See, I knew none of that back then when I was on WW, and I wish I had, but I'm glad I went through the whole journey to figure it out, because I learned a lot of things on the way, and I hope that me sharing what I'm sharing today helps someone out there with their weight loss journey. So figure out what works for you, because everybody's different. Like we know, everybody's different. Everybody's going to function differently, and their diets are going to be a lot differently. And I think that's why WW now with the personal points has changed it up to be more personalized, and you have your own plan, your own, your points that you had before, but now it's more personalized with the questions and the things that they ask to cater to what's going on in your life and the way you eat. So they're catering around all of that. So low carb has really helped me integrate that into WW, my plan, my point. So it has helped me so much, you guys. And also when I was doing keto, I wasn't doing clean keto back then. I was experimenting with all kinds of variations of keto. And when I was doing that, I was confusing myself and everyone around me. I'm getting frustrated, trying to figure things out over here and over here and over there. And it just made the whole process so frustrating. I would lose 2 pounds, gain 2 pounds, and then gain 6, lose 8. You know what I mean? So it was so ridiculous. I can't work that way. I don't know about you. I just cannot work that way. And it was actually making things worse with my journey. So I really had to dig deep on what was going on with my body, if that makes sense. Let me repeat that. I needed to dig deep and to find out what was going on the inside before I could actually work on the outside. Say it to yourself. Absolutely. If you are insulin resistant, that's going to play a big part on you losing weight. Granted, live it. You will. This insulin resistance, I'm serious. And like I said in my video before, and I don't mean to like point out bellies, because I have one myself. Absolutely have one. But if you cannot see past your belly, you are insulin resistant. There is no say so about it. You are insulin resistant. And look into that. Really search into that. Research it. I'm type 2 right now. I'm trying to figure that out to actually reverse the type 2 diabetes. And I'm doing a really good job. I think I'm up for my blood test in April, so I can't wait for that. Each day, I feel like it gets better. What I do is I take my blood in the morning, just prick my finger and take my blood. That really dictates what's going on in your body. And I know this may sound like over the top for some people. Get a blood test and prick your finger. I know some people don't like to do that, but prick your finger, test it. Really do it out throughout the day and see where you are before you eat, after you eat. It makes a difference, a complete difference in your journey, I'm telling you. Low carb has actually also shown me where eating carbs, high sugar, or just even a little sugar, throughout the day affects your journey. And I know you guys know a lot of this information, but listing it and telling you and then going and doing it is two different things. I know. Believe me. Because I can get off here and go, oh, you know what? I'm going to go make a mud cake. Because I worked out this morning and I feel like I need that mud cake. And I will talk myself into doing that. My brain is my worst enemy. I self-sabotage so much in my head that I just need to get out of my head. Get out of your head. The next question I had is, low carb possible on WW? Absolutely. No doubt about it. It is completely possible. Now, okay, so this is what I did. And maybe you can do this too and learn off of this. I literally feel like I'm not doing a diet right now. Other than counting the calorie or counting the points for WW, I literally feel like I'm not doing a diet. And that makes me feel so good inside because I don't like restriction at all. If you even mention a diet that says, oh, you're going to be a little bit restricted, and everything, it almost like plays reverse psychology, and it's over. I'm done. I'm out. I can also come up with better recipes with low carb on WW. Now, I did a little experiment because you know me and experiments with myself. I took the WW app and took a kind of a recipe that I eat pretty much every morning. What it is, spring mixed salad, okay? Salmon. We've got flaxseed in there. We've got extra virgin olive oil, olives, cheese, arugula, and maybe some feta cheese for a salad. Now, that is my first meal of the day. And that's just it's not a gigantic salad. It's just a small, medium salad that I eat just to start the day. It almost makes me, the trickery. The trickery of me is to eat a salad when I first start the day, so I feel like I've started the day great. And it's actually a really nutritional meal. I'm all about quality versus quantity now. And I have played that game for the last month, and it has helped me so much on a weekly basis on losing weight. I don't feel restricted. You know what I mean? I don't feel that at all with this. I feel like I'm doing good for my body. And when I feel like I'm doing that and I'm putting things that are good for you inside, yes. Now, these are the reasons. A lot of these, it's like a list of things that help me with low carb. The reason why I do low carb and the reason why you can successively lose on WW. If you are on WW, you can do low carb. Someone asked me the other day, they said, how could you do low carb with all that cheese? I was just sitting there laughing hysterically, and I know where she's getting this. She's thinking low carb is related to keto and only keto. And that is so untrue. I know so many people that do low carb with WW, including a couple of channels that you probably know do low carb with WW and are successfully doing it and loving it. And they feel great. That's the thing, is they feel awesome. Low carb helps me from self-sabotaging, which is key number one. It helps me with emotional eating. Low carb also helps me with planning, consistency on a daily basis. It aids in intermittent fasting. So what I mean by that, it helps me fulfill, to do my intermittent fasting. And those people that are really, intermittent fasting just is like a roadblock to them. Some of them are just like a roadblock. They just can't get into their mind that they could actually do it. Half the time you're sleeping. You're sleeping half the time. Try it. Even just give it a little bit of I do 16-8. A lot of times there's some days I don't even fast. Like I'll eat breakfast right when I get up. Don't stress about intermittent fasting. It's easier than what you think. And just give it a try. Also, low carb keeps me fuller longer. And I can't stress that enough. It keeps me so full where I even actually go to myself, I know I have to eat dinner and I know I need nutrition, so I better eat. That's how full it keeps you. Closing with the actual questions that I got. Quality versus quantity is the key. So I wanted to reveal my weight loss this week, and I did say it, yes, weight loss. 2.6 pounds. Yeah, I know. 2.6 pounds. And I lost 2 the prior week before doing what I am telling you on this video. So I don't mean to scream. I feel like I'm yelling because I want to get out to you guys. I want you to listen. Listen. Listen to what what I'm saying. I'm just kidding. You can listen to me. You don't have to listen to me. You know what I mean? But quality versus quantity is the key. Again, structure, no restriction is with low carb. Give it a try. Start out slow. You're not going to be hungry. A lot of people are like, I'm going to starve to death if I'm low carb. I just know I am. If I don't have those 8 pieces of bread a day, I'm going to starve. No, you're not. I promise you. Come back to my video if you're starving. Come back, comment, tell me, Tony, you're starving. You ate the 8 pieces of bread and you're starving. What I'm telling you is that 8 pieces of bread is going to make you hungrier than eating low carb. Okay? Okay.